I don't know where Brian's at, but I'm hoping he gets here quick.
Come on, I'm here.
I'm just kidding. He's here.
All right.
I'm here today too.
All right, so we actually are in the garage where I have the table. So we're gonna do some rolling out today, but we're also
Got dice?
Yeah, you got dice. Are you gonna roll or am I gonna roll?
You'll probably roll.
All right, but
Even though I am a better shooter.
we have Amber's phone here, so you'll be on the chat,
I
right?
will. Yep.
And we're gonna have questions if you have any questions or anything. And then the other thing is,
Now I can't guarantee I'm going to be super quick, but I will try to answer them or ask the questions so Brian can answer them.
all right. Yes, you'll be talking. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
rolling and talking. We'll answer some questions. But what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about our next cruise, which is coming up this next week, right?
Yep.
So just in a few days, we're going to go on another cruise. So we'll talk about that.
Brian's going to talk about some subscribers.
Yeah, we'll talk
What that
about that. We're going to talk about the your next cruise because we're going to talk about how you can get postcards in the mail for free cruise offers, or when you go on a cruise. We'll show you these papers, but this is a instant cruise certificate with all kinds of dates to choose from, and then
We're learning stuff every cruise
we
go on.
also have this, and I'll be able to show you this, and I'll when I'm gonna turn the camera around, look at the table, and then you'll see this, which is all the benefits of when you're on a cruise and you're not Prime yet. You've been on one cruise since April 1st. You're not Prime yet.
You have to get Prime every year.
Yes.
I'm
But you
still
got 1,000 points.
I'm Prime from last year. I'm just trying to earn Prime.
Right. You're still Prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just need to earn it so I have it for next year.
But I'm on track to be signature,
Ooh.
And we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. Okay. But now our last cruise we went on, and maybe people have saw the video about midnight and a midnight train.
Incredible.
Because everybody started jumping on the train, betting for midnight.
Woo, woo.
Yeah. So just tell them that short story, especially with Richard. And if they haven't seen that video, but just tell that. I'm gonna go over there, and then we'll
Switch
get
some
it
things
started.
around.
Yeah, okay.
So Midnight Murray was a man that we met, very sweet guy, and he came and started playing Midnight, which is this, or this. Does it go this way? Boxcars. It looks like this. I had dice. Can you see it? Am I good? Am I doing good like you, Brian?
You're good.
I'm doing good like you?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. So, Midnight Murray, he always played the midnight and the hard ways, and he was hitting all the time. He started off playing just $5 and worked his way up. The highest he bet was $50, right? He maxed out at the table on what he could do. Is that correct, Brian?
Yep.
So, he was playing that, and we all started noticing how he was winning really big and hitting it often. And so he had some low days too, don't get me wrong, where there was some times he was like, ugh. But we talked with him at the end of the cruise, and he did great. He came up, I can't remember how much he said, but quite a bit. So anyways, this is happening, and we all start saying, we're just going to start playing Midnight whenever Midnight Murray is at the table. So, which was his nickname that we gave him. And so whenever Midnight Murray was at the table, we all jumped on the train and started making money too. Well, the best night was towards the end of the cruise. Brian decided to take, he had, I think, $25 left for his bankroll for that night. And he was going to take that and just play the midnight. Midnight and hard ways. So he had to play the hard ways and then play the midnight. Well, our friend Richard, a few days before that, had given Brian $1 because Brian was going to be done playing for the night, and Richard really wanted to roll one more time, and so
He gave me a crap check.
yeah, he gave him a crap check. And so a couple days later, when we're all doing this midnight, because Brian's like, he's hitting hard ways like every other roll. It was crazy. And then he starts hitting midnights, and he's collecting everything in ones. Just pay me once. So his rack is filling up with blue chips. It was crazy. And so I said, Brian, why don't you at least start collecting on the midnight? Like, get the big chips on the midnight, and then you collect your ones on your hard ways. And so Richard goes, hey, didn't I give you $1 a couple days ago? And Brian goes, yes. So he throws it and he goes, midnight for Richard. And then Brian looks at Richard and goes, wouldn't it be crazy if it hit right now? Because we'd probably been rolling, it'd probably been 10, 12 rolls, and it hadn't hit yet. And they roll, I think it was Brian that was rolling, and it hits, and we are like, this is crazy. So anyways, that's our story of Midnight Murray and our buddy Richard. We had so much fun on this cruise. It was a $5 craps table, and we had a blast. We met phenomenal people. It was such a great time. So that's my story. Okay, Brian.
Okay, let's go ahead and switch this around.
I'll see y'all on the other side of the screen.
All right, so here's the table. A lot of people were asking, hey, let me see your table. It's pretty much a dining room table. You can see it's in the garage, so there's the treadmill and stuff. But it's pretty much a large dining room table, and I got a mat, and then I ordered this holy roller thing there, and kind of put that over. I don't know if you see that, but it's kind of over the mat thing. We should put some links so people could buy one of these if they want, Amber.
Okay.
All right. So how's
I
this?
don't know how to do that though.
How's
so
the sound? Do we have a super chat? I think we had a super chat already.
I'm trying to see. Sorry.
So we got a super chat from Cowboy. What is it? From Cowboy Valley.
Awesome. That's so nice. Thanks for that super chat.
So yeah, we're gonna be taking questions
I'm gonna,
as well.
guys. I'm new at this, so
Sorry if it takes me a minute to be on top of it.
All right, tell me, can you hear me good over here? Let's see if there's some chat that they can tell me. Can you hear me? All right. Okay.
Nothing's coming yet. I'll let you know.
All right. It might be
keep
delayed
talking.
a little bit.
sounds
All right,
good.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks. Hey, I saw your channel, the Cowboy Valley Timberline Model Railroad. Man, there's some awesome things on there. My uncle used to do railroad, and he had one room in his house designated for railroad, and he would do all those little models and everything. So it was awesome. So all right, here we go. So
His name is Claude.
Claude. All right.
Did I say that correctly?
All right. Okay. So
Nice
before
to
we
meet you,
roll
Claude.
out, let's look at this. So these are the postcards that come in the mail. So oh yeah, thank you, Claude. Okay. I could see him sometimes, but I'm gonna be rolling, so I won't be able to see him. I'm gonna be relying on Amber to give me some feedback on any of the chats coming in.
Okay, it is correct.
All right, so this is a complimentary cruise offer that comes in the mail. And these come in the mail pretty much every month, and then you have to book. You have like a few weeks to book. And you have a lot of dates to choose from, as you could see. And these come in like this, and sometimes like ocean view and interior. Sometimes they're balcony and ocean view. Sometimes they're just interior. And sometimes you don't even get these. And it's just like you get an email that says you get $200 off. And a lot of people have been saying they haven't been getting these. They've just been getting money off. Well, these are great when they come. But when they do come, I mean, look, we could book out in November, but some of them, it's only good for like the following month, like 2 weeks. And it's like, I can't really do that. Let me tell you the best way I think to get to get free cruises. Amber, go ahead and read that there.
What? I'm reading. Well, give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love your channel and the way you.
Who says that?
Alice.
Okay.
Hi, Alice. Sorry, I'm reading. I'm apparently not good at this.
You gotta. It takes a while.
Oh, she
to
wants
get...
pointers for those that prefer to play slots. There
Oh,
are a
man.
lot of us who would love to learn a thing or two.
Okay. We're gonna. Amber has a slot video coming out. It hasn't came out yet. It's on the docket. But let's talk about.
I can't say I got that many pointers though, but let's go.
Well, wait,
Let's
that
go,
video
Julio.
we did a video, and it's coming out soon, and it was pretty good. You had $100. You got up to like $300. You ended up with like 200 points or something.
Yeah, I'll give a few tips. There are a couple people that I watch too that are helpful.
Okay, all right. Well, this is the best way to get a cruise offer. Okay, the postcards are great, but I wouldn't depend on postcards. These are instant cruise reward certificates that you earn while you're on the cruise. Okay. And this is the easiest way to guarantee that you have a next cruise coming. Every cruise you go on, you just get another free cruise. And so this one is an ocean view stateroom. It comes with $250 worth of free play. It has all kinds of dates I could choose from. And one thing that we figured out is, and I know it has my codes and all that kind of stuff. So some people say, oh, am I going to get hacked and they're going to use my code? Well, I already used this one, so you won't be able to use it. But one thing about this is really interesting is this one is for, what was this one for, Amber? The 250, I think it was 3,000 points, right? So with the 3,000 points, this is the thing. You could go up to the casino host the first night if you wanted to, and you could say, can you print me out the dates for the cruise offers? And let's say you have a cruise offer that is the 1200 or the 800 points. Now, 800 points is just for 4 nights or less. If it's a 5-night up to, I think, a 9-night, it's 1200 points. However, the 1200 points, when they print out that paper for you for 1200 points, it's going to be like literally like maybe 2 dozen, maybe 15 cruises, like not a lot to choose from. This one is the maybe this is the 2000 or the 3000, I don't know, but it goes 800, then it goes 1200,
1500,
1500,
2000.
2000, and then 3000, and then 4000, and you get not only better, there's some balconies and ocean views, like there's no interiors here. I don't see any interiors, but you can see, I mean, it just goes on for days.
Which is really cool just to print those out when you're on the ship, because then you know what you're going for. If you want to go for 1500, if you want to go for 2000, you
Right.
can look at how many points you want to go for, print that out, so you have an idea of what kind of cruise you're going to get.
Yeah, and that's what's pretty awesome about it. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. This right here is, and this was just in our room. It's
Stateroom.
in our stateroom or our cabin. So this was from our Honolulu, our last 10-day. But look, the casino was closed. I was like, no. And then it was open all the time because there was like, what, 6 sea days in a row. It was awesome. All right, so, but anyway, this has this here, and this is, and you can find this online as well. If you go to what is it, clubroyaleoffers.com, and then click the logo at the top of the screen, and you'll see this. Or you could go, it'll take you over to Royal Caribbean, and you can see this. And our channel, and my channel right now is, I'm specifically just talking about Royal Caribbean. That's it, just so everybody knows. We might venture out later, but my goal is to be on every Royal Caribbean ship, and we're marking them down. We're just like checking off the list. It's awesome. So you could see here, choice is from, oh, it doesn't show the points, Amber.
What do you mean?
It doesn't show the points up at top, like.
Oh.
All right, well, I just happen to know that choice is from 1 to $24.99, $2,499. Your choice. You get an opportunity to get the instant cruise reward certificate, so you can win a free cruise just by playing in the casino, right? But that's about it. And then you get some offers. Right here, you can see you get some offers, and then you do get access to some VIP events if they have them. All right, but look at all this. Really nothing else. Once you get to 2,500 points, that's when the big stuff starts happening. There is a 5% fee for charging to your room when you're at a table game. And that 5% fee gets waived when you become Prime. So $5 for every 100. If you go to the ATM, I think it's like $7.50 or something like that. It's around 10. You could just average $10. So sometimes you could say, if I go to the ATM and get money, I could save money if you're going to get like $200 from the ATM or whatever. So then, Amber, what did Alice say there? Is it a question or comment or? Amber, are you awake?
I'm reading it. Give me a minute, man.
All right, I'm gonna keep going, and I'll just keep going until you interrupt and talk to me about stuff. All right, so the convenience fee.
Okay, here's the question.
Okay.
It says, I keep reading about people using to book their comp cruises through the third party like you comped. Do you book yourself or use third party to get more comps?
Oh yeah, we book ourselves. I do everything, and UR Compt is great because if you haven't been on a cruise and you want to get on your first one, give them a comp that you have, and if you have a comp from any casino, land casino or whatever, and see what kind of offers they'll be able to get you. I think that would be good.
Yeah, because like Club Royale partners with which casino in Vegas?
Uh, it's MGM. Yeah.
MGM.
So if you have MGM rewards, you could probably get a Royal Caribbean cruise out of it.
Yeah.
UR Compt is great. When we're ready to move away from Royal Caribbean, that's probably what I'll do. I'll go to UR Compt and I'll show them my Royal Caribbean offer, and then I'll probably go on to Celebrity. The reason why Celebrity is probably our next gig, I should say, is because the Crown and Anchor Society points for Crown and Anchor, Diamond and above, the loyalty transfers over to Celebrity. So because we're Diamond, we'll already go into Celebrity with a bunch of perks. I do want to get to Princess after that, though.
Yeah, we hear really good things about Princess's comp system in the casino. So.
Well, it's not really, no. So the thing about Princess that's different is there is no real comp system as far as like how to get a free cruise. They don't have a paper like this. There's no real way to know how to level up or how to get free cruises. So I watch a channel called Cruising with Mark, and he's Princess, Carnival, and he says just buy in with as much money as you can and put as much money in there as possible, and hopefully you'll get a free cruise. And I mean, I tried it with Royal Caribbean. I did a couple big buy-ins to see if I would get more points. I did it for 3 different cruises. I didn't get any more points for huge buy-ins with Royal Caribbean. So Royal Caribbean, it's all about time at the table and average bet, or how much money you put through a slot machine. Every $5 is 1 point. And so let's go through this really quick, and if there's anything else, let me know.
That's a great question.
Yeah, that is a great question. So complimentary drinks in the casino. This is huge right here. So 2,500 points, and you get free drinks in the casino. Did you know the drink package is like $100 a day for people? And if you're traveling with someone, you can't just buy one. You have to buy 2 because they think you're gonna share. So they do a buy one get one half off or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But still, you're looking at a 7-night cruise. You're looking at about $1,000 for drinks. And there are people that I know, they buy the drink package, they go, they play in the casino, they get Prime on like night 2, and that means all their drinks are covered from that point forward, but they already spent $1,000 on the drink package. It's like, whoa, why not take that $1,000, get Prime the first night, and you don't have to pay for the drink package, you know? I guess that's a good way to think about it. Don't pay for the drink package and try to get to Prime. Just get to Prime so you have drinks.
You just only get drinks in the casino when it's open.
Yeah.
So you can't get them at other locations, like if you're out at the pool and you want to go to the pool bar or whatever. So,
yeah, until you get to Diamond with Crown and Anchor Society. And that's the cool thing. This Club Royale and Crown and Anchor are 2 different things, 2 different reward systems. So you can actually use both of them.
Celebrity is good. He will never go Princess or Carnival again. Well, I'll love to learn about
Carnival.
why.
Yeah, I did a joke on one of my videos where I was like, there was a Carnival ship in the distance, and I said, there's a Carnival ship back there. If you focus really well, you might be able to see a fight breaking out. It was funny, but I don't know if you saw that video.
We did Princess once, and we thought it was good, but it was one of our.
It was an older ship with Yeah, it was an older ship, but
we'll keep you posted on what we. Yeah,
we'll keep you posted. All right, so complimentary drinks. This one's huge. Look at this big jump. Is that focused? All right, look at this big jump. So at Prime, you get a discount on the internet. When you get Signature, you get 1 device for free. This is crazy. Watch the jump from 1 to 2,499. Right, you get to 2,500. 2,500 here. 25,000 to get to Signature. 25,000. Now I know people that have gotten 25,000 points in one cruise, like a 7 or a 5-night cruise. They've gotten 25,000 points. And the way I like to think about it when it comes to bankroll, think about it like this. And I know it's not guaranteed, but if you have a $2,500 bankroll, you can get to prime in one cruise. $2,500, 2,500 points. Now, will it cost that much? No, probably not. But just think about it that way. If you have a $300 bankroll, maybe you're going to get 300 points, and you'll still be choice. If you have a $25,000 bankroll, then you'll probably get signature. Guess what Masters is? Amber, any guess? 100,000 points
That's
to become.
crazy.
And you get a lot of things. Yes, you get a lot of things. But I heard that that when you get there, that's all you get. Like they, or I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't really know anybody that's a master. I heard somebody make a comment that once you get to masters, they stop giving you stuff because they pretty much gave you everything, and you get an annual suite instead of like monthly offers. I don't know, but anyway. All right, there's that. Want to do some rolling or what?
Yep. Did you know that Princess and Carnival are owned by the same company? That's what Claude said.
Yes, Princess and Carnival, same one.
I didn't know that.
And Royal Caribbean and Celebrity.
Yeah, I knew that.
And Silver Seas, actually. Silver Seas is Royal Caribbean as well. All right, so points on the cruise. Prime
Alice
versus
says,
signature.
Did you consider Carnival? They keep sending me good offers with drinks on us while playing and free play on almost every offer. Their casino,
On Carnival?
Yeah, she said their casino program's quite impressive.
Yeah. I haven't. Maybe someday I'll get to Carnival, but I think probably as far as I'm going to do all the Royal Caribbean ships, then I'll do the celebrities, and then I think next will probably be Princess. I'm not sure.
The only reason why we think Princess is where some of their cruises can go.
Yes, that's the main thing. Princess itineraries are very enticing, so
Yeah.
that's why I would consider Princess. And then maybe I'll get to Carnival after all that.
Yeah.
Or maybe if Royal Caribbean keeps putting out ships, I'm gonna have to still keep going, and getting on all those ships. All right.
But I guess it always depend on the kind of offers that they give too. So as long as they have a good program.
All right, I'm gonna roll out a strategy. I've been working with Richard, a good friend of mine. We've actually been on 3 cruises together, and we didn't even plan it. Like the first cruise we met, the second cruise we're like, "Hey, whoa, you again!" And then this last cruise we were on, we spent 10 nights together and 6 nights in the casino. And he was actually on the same ship for 3 legs. And I think, what was it, like 40 days altogether?
Something like that.
So he came from Australia, and we met him in Hawaii. We went from Hawaii to Vancouver. He went from Vancouver, did the Alaskan cruise, and came back to Seattle, and now he's back home. So shout out to Richard. But one thing that he did is he said, "I've been using your system, man, and I made some adjustments." So
Which we love that.
I love it because this is a little modified version. So why do we do like a hybrid system? We're gonna do $600, so I have it right over here, a $600 bankroll. But we're gonna do a hybrid system, and one of the things about it is whenever you're playing on the don't pass, this loses on 7-11, and if 7s come out a lot, you could get killed right here, and that's what happens to
Seen
this
it happen.
system. Amber said, "Seen it happen." But Amber, tell them about what you do. Well, Amber does this little. So like a lot of these section right here, the big 6 and 8 isn't here anymore. It's usually like any 7, and so it's kind of like this bet up here, but they usually have it right there. Amber would throw $5 in there all the time without
Because
playing
Brian
the pass
often
line.
would roll
Sevens on the come out.
On the come out. So I always just was like, I'm just gonna play that every time. It made me lots of money.
Well, and we got this from Alex over at Casino Quest. He says if you bet $5 here and a 7 rolls and you have 25 and then you parlay it and a 25, so that's the second hit, right? One hit, you have 25.
Says hybrid. Let's see how this goes.
I know.
And then Claude said that he's made some money on your hybrid. Loves
Okay.
it.
This 7. So imagine this is any 7 bet. You start with 5. You win 20, so you get 25. a 25 becomes 100. Okay, if you take the 125 and that hits three sevens in a row,
Which happens often with Brian.
$500.
I haven't got that far yet, but I will test it out next time and let you guys know.
Well, I told her I said don't play for 1 7, play for 2 or play for 3 in a row.
I like to squirrel though, so I will always do half of that.
All right. Who was that? AZ Crap Shooters?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay, this is a modified version. And it's even modified. Richard gave me some advice because he's playing craps every night for like 14 days and nights in a row. So like some sessions, he had 2 sessions per day. And he didn't lose his bankroll. Can you imagine? And so, but he had to modify. And so this is the thing. Let's say he said, you have to bet the 7. He says insurance on the 7 is the main key. And I agree. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go, we'll go to lower level. We're going to go $30 right here. Okay. And then we're going to do, this is the modification. Usually if we have $30 here, we try to do a come out roll. If we get a point established, then we'll use $30 out there, put the first hit on the point. That's usually how it works. So let's say, for example, I'll just do an example of how it usually works. Okay, $30 here, and say it becomes a 5, right? And then we would go up for 12 and 12, right? So there's 20, so even if, just do 25. Okay, 25, 24, all right? Simple as that. Simple as that. $25, 24. Say one of those hit, a 6 or 8 hits, right? Then you have your first hit. You put this up for 10, right? You can rack the 4. You can put it whatever. You can do whatever there. The first hit. Now, if that hits and pays 14, plus that is actually 24, which is 20. You kind of covers this when you count your win, because you got your $4 that we had the other $4. All right. That's the old way. You could say the old way, all right? Because this time, what we're going to do is we're going to do $30, right? And then we're going to do $30 and $30. So we're actually going to offset it a little bit, where we have. So if a point 7 comes out, you would lose these. But you'd win here, so you'd only lose 30. And you'd have $90 on the table. Now, if one of those hit, it's going to pay 35, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to use our first hit for the 7, okay? Now, this is what's crazy about it. This actually will pay a lot more than what you're covered. So you actually make the 7 valuable here. But here's the other thing. We're going to work these on the come out. So the highest probability of number working or shooting is the 6, 7, and 8. So we're actually putting most of our money here. Yes, we have a don't, but watch what happens. Okay, so let's just roll it out. This is it. We're going to pick some dice. I'll just show you really quick. And look, there's a 7. Look, it already rolled. No, okay, here we go. So I'm going to roll it. I don't want to see if it's in the system. Look at that. It rolled. It rolled a 7. This is crazy. All right. So we lose this, right? So let's take this away. We lose these. So let's take this away. Let's take this away. Now, what does this pay? It pays 4 times that. So let's figure that out real quick. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to stack them, stack it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then it was 35 each, right? So then there's that. So that's what we would win. So watch. I'm going to put everything back just like it was. And we're going to do 30 here, right? And the difference is, look at that, $50. So we have $50 because a 7 came out, right? All right. So we could rack this, or we can pressure. Now, Amber, you want to pressure, Amber? What would you do?
I would not pressure.
You would rack this 50, right?
I would rack it.
All right, let's rack the 50. All right, here we go. Same come out number. You have something, Amber?
Just Claude said, I've done over 500 rolls on Crapsy with my hybrid for the hybrid and was up over, I think that's 1,000. All while just trying to stay even for a cruise.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. So this one, I think this one has some promise. This has some promising rolls, like because remember, if a 6-8 hit, it's gonna pay that 7. So let's see what happens here. All right, so we already had a 7. Here we go. We're gonna roll again, and it's a 6. Okay, so a 6 rolled. What does a 6 pay? A 6 pays 35. So there we go, and it's a 6, right? So this is 30. Now we'll just take this back, put it back in our rack, right? And here we are. And if this hits, it pays 35. Here's 30. If a 7 comes right now, then we're gonna just lose 30, right? But with the 7 coming, we did come up a little bit. But okay, let's roll again and just see what happens. Let's see if we can get an 8. All right. It's a 6. All right. So a 6 came, and we were on the don't, and we had $90 on the table, and we lost our don't, but we get paid right there an extra $5. So let's go back right here. That was a winner, right? Just like that. Okay. So then we're going to rack this, and let's go ahead and put this up again. Now, first of all, let's talk about why would we even do this? Why would we... Oh, sorry, that was a 6, and I put the dice away like it was a 7 out. But why even do this? Because when you're playing craps on a cruise, it's all about average bet and time at the table. So you want to have a high average bet. So most people would say, if you are kind of this kind of hybrid system here, let's take this away for a second. If you have a hybrid system and you're like, you're only going to lose $30 for this system, then why not just play $30? If you only want to risk $30, just put 10, 12, and 12 and, you know, figure out $34 or whatever, instead of risking all of this. Well, we're not risking it all, remember? We're doing a hybrid, but the reason why we want to risk only 30 but have 90 on the table is because we get more points for a free cruise this way. And in my experience, and it could be a little bit more, a little bit less, but you get whatever your average bet is. If you do that for 1 hour, that's how many points you're going to get. So a lot of times people just want to risk like a $300 bankroll, and they have $30, and they play for an hour and they get 30 points. And they're like, that's not worth it. But how can you risk $30 the same way, but have a higher and be here? You have closer to 100 points per hour. You play 2 sessions, and you're almost, you know, 2 sessions of like 3 hours, 4 hours each. You have 400, 500 points. Our last cruise, I think I did about 4 or 5 hours, and I had 800 points after the first session. So that's something to think about when and the reason why we're doing this. I can't read those.
Dexter's here. Says holy roll. High five.
All right. Amber's like showing me the phone. She's like, look at this.
What?
You could talk, just jump in.
Right.
She doesn't want to interrupt me, but okay.
It's a good strategy. I mean, that's pretty good though.
So here we go. Same thing.
I like it because you're talking about it ups your average bet.
Yeah, ups your average bet. Okay, there's a 10.
Ooh.
Okay, a 10 rolled. Now, this, we lose. We lost $35. Now, if we roll a 10, we're going to lose this. If we roll a 7, we're going to lose one of these, right? So $30, we're going to lose if we don't hit a 6 or 8. But remember, high probability. We got the 7, we got the 2, the 6 and the 8. We got the 6, 7, and 8 covered. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And it's a 7. Wow. This is live, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Claude says playing 110 on the don't, hedging on the points, and then spreading the numbers on wins works really well.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I usually do.
Yeah.
But the killer is the come out, right? So that's why I wanted to do this. So most people, if you're doing the math here, you would say, okay, that's that roll right there. We're down to 35 plus the 30. So we lost, right? So we're gonna come back out. All right. and we're gonna go 35. And we're down, but we're probably closer to even because
That first hit.
that first hit, yeah. So here we go, coming out again, okay? So this is, and you'll see what will happen. Okay, there's a 6. And remember, we're always working, right? We're always on. So that pays this, right? And so now we just put it back here. Point becomes 6, and now let's try. And there's a 4. The other thing you could do, and this, I think this works really well as far as spreading, is to go to the iron cross as soon as possible. So let's see if we can get a hit. There's a 9. And so let's see, there's a 7 out. All right. So we didn't get any hits. So see right there, that's a great example. We got the first hit of the 6, right? Which covered our, so we actually lost only $30 on that roll. Okay. So these come down, that gets paid there. All right. So I'm going to try it one more time just to kind of see what happens. Because here's 35 here. So here's our $30 that we're taking out of our rack because we lost $30 on that. So the most times when they actually log in your bet, they log it in after the point's established. A lot of times people don't realize that. And if they're sitting there and they're logging in your bet after the point's established, and some people, they don't bet, like they don't want to bet on the first roll, so they don't bet, or they'll do like a little bet. And what happens is they're logging in what you do after the come out roll. So right here, let's say we do this, let's roll, and it's a 6. All right. So again, there we go. It pays there. Let's put it in our rack. Becomes a 6. Now, let's do this. Because we broke even last time, we lost $30, right? Let's just go straight up into an iron cross with $10 and 25 there. So this would win either $10 or $25 on every roll. Because if a 5 rolls, we would lose $10 here, but we'd win 35. The difference is a quarter. Then we just go back. If a field rolls, then we just go right here, and then we could start spreading out. But what I would do is I would try to get a couple hits to cover this $35 first. So let's see what happens. All right, there's a 9. So $10. So I'm just gonna rack that. Okay, here we go. And that one's off the table.
Same dice.
Same dice requested. There, and it's a 6. Sorry, that's spun. It was a 6. So a 6 came, and so in this case we lose this. It gets paid. We lost $5 right there, right? Let's go back with the 30 here. The 6 won, and we have a $5 difference. So we'll just put it there. And then we'll put out our $35 on any 7. Now, you don't have to do it so big.
It says, why not lay the 4 or the 10 to cover the 30 on the don't? Like you don't lose that money every come out. And you still protect the don't without losing 35.
Yeah, that is a good question. And I have tried that. And the reason why I don't like to lay the bets is because, $30 on a 4 is actually going to cost you $1, plus it only pays 15. So you'd have to pay another 30 over there and have on a 10 or whatever, and that would pay another 15. So you'd be risking 30. Why not just risk it here just for one roll? But I get what you're saying. The best payout for the lay bets is the 6 and 8, and they're the high probability. So
this other one says very similar to the 6, 7, 8 ladder play. 100 DP, $90, 6 and 8, always on. If the DP is getting hot, switch to the DC instead. Only ladder up whole units if you're not in profit.
Yeah, that's a great. When I first introduced this light in the darkness, I introduced it as a modified 6, 7, 8 strategy. The difference in this strategy for the 6, 7, 8 is that we're playing the dark side, but we're also playing the light side. But then we're also putting our first hit on the point. So we make the point more valuable. Okay, there goes another 7. So again, here we go. The easy way to just kind of pay it out is to go like that, and then just put another one, and then let me get some reds here, and then just say it pays 4 times whatever that is. So there you go. We know it's $50 difference, right? So we made another 50 on a 7. So, and some people might say, what about the 11? So what about the 11? Let the 11 kill you, not the 7, because the 7 will kill you and has, right, Amber?
Yep. Unless you play my little favorite thing.
All right, let's see if we can get a point established. Here we go. And it's a 3. All right, so here's a interesting thing, because this actually, when you see we lose this, but we win here, it actually, a 2 or 3 actually cost us $5. So you could just do like a $30 here if you wanted to. I like to make it easy and put more value on the 7, and then that way if a 6 and 8 it kind of covers. But yeah, it costs us $5 if a 2 or 3 roll. All right. So but there's only one way to make a 2 and 2 ways to make a 3. So there's a 9. All right. So a 9 point becomes Nina. 9, and we lose
Nina.
the 35.
Is it Nina?
Right.
Is that what they say? Nina.
And so, yeah, Nina, center field 9. All right, so let's see if we could get, okay, there's a midnight.
Midnight, woo-hoo.
Don't do it. Horse come in pairs, but don't do it. 7, man. So there you go. There's another scenario where we lost $65 because we lost this one on the 9 when the 9 rolled, and then we lost on the 7 out. So the hybrid systems are just like any other system.
Midnight train, AZ Crapshooter says.
The hybrid systems are just like any other system. They need a long roll to work. If you're only on the dark side, you just want a 7, and a long roll, you're just sitting there waiting, and most of the time a long roll will hit the point, and so you lose. If you're on the light side and you get a long roll, you can make a lot of money, but there's very, very few times that a long roll happens. The idea with the hybrid system is to be around for that long roll. There's so many people that leave the table and miss the monster roll that they were waiting for. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, that's kind of that right there. And so let's talk about what we're going to do, Amber, really quick. We're going to do we're not doing a cruise in June, right? Nope. So our next cruise coming up next week, we're going to out of Galveston on the Voyager. You would not believe what I found out.
This is crazy.
I'm not sure.
We'll know in a few days.
You'll
be hearing about it.
Okay, so I have some clients and friends and clients that said, okay, I'm in. They're partners and they're members of our network here. And they said, take us on a cruise.
We want to learn.
We want to learn. We're going to get a free cruise, all this stuff. I said, okay, you pick the port. They said Galveston. I said, okay, you pick the dates. And it was like, they're like late May, after school. And, but before summer really gets going. I'm like, okay, we got you. Oh, it looks like there is the Voyager ready. And so I said, let's go on the Voyager. I set up the Voyager.
We've never been on the Voyager.
I've never been on the Voyager, and I heard that the Voyager doesn't have a craps table. And I watched a video, a tour of it, and it has bubble craps. And I'm like, what? Most bubble craps, they don't give comps at bubble craps. So that's going to be very interesting. However, I did hear in a forum today, somebody said that they read that they did reinstall the craps table and it's up and running. So I'm like going into this and I'm like, I have no idea. Is it up and running or not? Oh my gosh. It's going to be crazy.
So we'll let you know.
We'll let you know. And
we'll let you know if it's bubble craps only or if the table's actually up.
And I told our friends, I said, we might be showing you Amber's slot techniques and we might be showing you some roulette, because the roulette on there is actually European roulette, single zero. And so we maybe
They say
could
it
do
has
a,
better payouts or something.
yeah, the roulette, it's better odds because there's only 1 0. So the zeros always knock people off when there's double zeros, unless you bet them
Easy
all the
Crap
time.
Shooter says boo to the no crap table.
Oh, man,
but then
I
he
can't believe
retracted
it.
his statement.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be pretty crazy, pretty crazy. So what?
I don't know how to say this person's name. I'm so sorry, but they said October 15th, Oasis of the Seas from New Jersey made Prime 9-night cruise. That last cruise they were playing roulette.
Oh wow. So
Hurry
and
up
then
and learn
probably
roulette.
double zero,
Dexter says hurry up and learn roulette.
Yeah. So I know there is
Yes,
a ship.
AZ Crapshooters Pit. We'll let you know if that boo needs to stand because it might be a big gigantic boo, or we're gonna be really happy.
Yeah, it's gonna be so crazy. So the roulette.
F82F8 says, "Hey Brian, love your videos."
Yeah, it's so encouraging every time I get a comment from them. I don't know what their real name is, but whatever. Maybe that is their real name. I'll just play it.
Alice says, "How often do you check your points with Pit Boss? Do you ever get less points than you thought you should have based on your play happened to her hubby once?" Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
He checks it a lot.
I check every single session, and then if something's wrong, and this is the thing, you have to check the same day, that day before. Like don't try to check the next day because they can only tell you the totals. And then say you checked your total like today, and then you check your total tomorrow, and then you just do the math and see how much you made. But the reason why I do it each day, because if you went over to like roulette and played a session, and then you went over to craps and played a session.
Dexter says this is my real name. It says Dexter. I think that's funny, but I don't know if he was mean. Funny. But
So again, if you go over and play roulette, and then you go over and play craps, and then you go over and play blackjack, and then you want to check your points the next day, they can't tell you what you got on craps, what you got on roulette, what you got on blackjack. They could just tell you the total. So that's why you want to check it the same day so that you can say, how much did I get on craps? How much did I get on roulette? How much did I get on here? What's up, Amber?
Sorry, it was... I said F8 to F8, but it's fate to fate. But I read it like I seen it.
Oh, fate to fate. I got
Huge
it.
fan. Sorry, fate to fate. Now I know.
Now, see, I was reading it in my mind like that too.
Dexter's
F8
funny.
to F8.
That's a great question, though, Alice. And he does. He checks and he talks to the pit boss, gets to know him usually the very first day, and says everything.
Yeah. So the pit boss will be right here, right? And sometimes they leave, and every time they come back, I look at my table, I look at the bets, and I ask them. I say, "Hey, just wondering, what's my average bet right now?" They look down at the table, they type it in, and they tell me. And the thing is, like I was saying, so sometimes I'll do, this little hybrid system. If the table's not doing what I want it to do, I'll play 25 on the don't. Then I'll do a 25 come, say a 6 rolls, and after a point's established, and then I'll go into the don't, right? But this is the thing, if I'm right here, a 10 rolls, and I go like that, and then they're gonna mark $50 right there, and then they're gonna say my bet's $50. This moves, this goes. Now I have 75, but they still have $50. And then say it goes to a no 4, and then I put another come. And say it goes to 9. Now I have $100 on the table, but they still have me at $50. The other thing that a lot of people don't realize is whenever you play odds, and I don't know, can you see this? Okay, let's just do don't odds because you can't see odds on the pass line on the camera, can you?
I don't know.
Here, I'll do it over here. All right. So if you have odds, say you have 25 here, and you're like, I'm gonna do double odds, $50 on odds on the 10. That's a huge payout. However, that's only counted as a $25 bet.
Dexter says, sorry, did you say the average bet is after the come out?
Yeah, that's when they do the average bet. And this is the thing. On the average bet, they do not count odds. So the don't odds are the worst thing to play, in my opinion, on a cruise, because not only do you have to bet more to win less, so like on a 10, if you're right here and you have $50 on the 10. So you know that this pays even money, and then this pays double money. So it pays 50, pays 100. Can you see that on the screen?
Sorry, I'm looking at comments, not the screen. I can't do
Okay.
that.
Well, okay, so let me bring it in here.
But listen, Fate to Fate says, loves your videos. Do you have a craps table? I see you use dice control. Yep, we have a modified one. Hey, Brian, though, let's say this, though. What is happening in June, though? Aren't we going
let me just finish. Okay, I'll finish this. So this is my pass line. This is my odds. And on a 10, this is what I would win, right? On a pass line. Well, on a don't pass, it's the opposite. So you'd have to play $100 here, right, to win 50. And, of course, you get flat 50 here. But the thing is, 100 to win 50. It's like reverse odds. Now, look at what I have on the table. $150, right? This is only counted as a $50 bet. That's why forget this. And if you're on the pass line, and you say you're on the pass line, you want to play the light side, if you ever go on a cruise or you're playing for comps, don't play the pass line unless you're shooting. Because if I put $25 here and $50 in the odds, I know it's where you can't see it, but $50 in the odds, that's $75. I'm only getting tracked for $25. Why not take that same $25, right, and put it on the point? This right here will pay $150, $25 more than if it was on the pass line. So that's something to think about. All right, so in June, ready? Guess what we're doing? Actually, if you look at the dice really closely, you might be able to see. Can you see that? Will it focus? Will it focus?
I can't tell. It's
No, it's blurry. It is
Dice Gone!
These are the color up dice. Color up. I'm using the color up dice because we're going to DiceCon in Vegas, and I think I'm actually speaking, and I've been working with Jeremy there on DiceCon. Really excited about DiceCon. So, you know, when it comes to like,
what is DiceCon?
DiceCon is a dice conference, and it's one every year in Vegas, and it's in June, but it's for Color Up Club and the Color Up Club members. So if you go to colorup.club online, and you could become a member for like as easy as $5. $5 a month. It's called a red chip member. $5 a month for Color Up Club. Support Color Up Club, and you would get the dates for DiceCon. I think it's like $120 for like it's a 3-day event, and we're getting together. It's gonna be I think there's close to 100 people already signed up, and the deadline is May 31st. So if you haven't become a member of the Color Up Club, do that, and then go to DiceCon.
It's also just a fun craps community.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what makes it so great.
It's awesome. Now, most people say...
Dexter says he's sailing on Vision of the Sea out of Baltimore at the end of October for 9 nights. That sounds fun.
Wow, yeah. Vision's on my list. I haven't been on that one yet. It's one of the last ones. Okay, so... Here, let's do this last thing, and then we'll kind of end and round up this video, okay, Amber?
Yep.
So most people would say, why would you promote the Color Up Club instead of just promoting your channel and your club? I don't really have a club. I have a membership to this channel, and one of the things that we want to do is we want to have and take our members on cruises with us. There's a way that you can get I think for, what is it, like $500 a piece, you could come on a cruise with us, or you get the dates in advance when you become a member of our channel here, so that you can just know where we're going to be and then go to be on those cruises, and then we do coaching sessions and show people how to get free cruises at the craps table, much like we're doing with this couple that we're going with this weekend. So
Easy Craps Shooter says, I think Color Up is doing a meetup with Casino Gaming TV in September in Washington as well.
Yeah, come on.
Dexter says, well, come on.
Yeah. So the thing is, why would I promote Color Up Club rather than just my channel membership? Is because, man, Color Up Club, Jeremy does such a great job. DiceCon, it's such a great community, and there's so much structure. I'm not trying to create my own like club. I'm saying, hey, be a part of that club. That's great. The way you can help us here is like with super chats. Whenever we're live, give a super chat. You can also, on any video, you can give a super thanks. Just hit super thanks if you like the video. And then And then you can also do channel membership. And channel membership, you know, for as little as like $2.99 a month or whatever, would really help out the channel, because we want this channel. This what's helped us to get content. I want to buy a new mat and a new table and maybe get something custom. But one of the things I'm determined to do is only use the money that I'm making from YouTube to build the YouTube. So if I get more lights, if I get more cameras, or you know, more shots, angles, table, whatever, everything has to come from that. So if you do, you're supporting that. And then the other thing we also do, Amber, the other thing we also do is,
I think it's a super chat. From
Super chat?
Cloud. Thanks, $5. That's awesome.
that is awesome.
And
Thanks
Fate
so
to Fate
much.
agrees about color up. He likes it too.
What does the super chat say?
I don't know. How do I see that?
It says it right there.
What does it say?
Oh, just
Thanks, Brian. Sorry.
Thanks, Brian. And
Like I said, I'm new at this, guys.
yeah, and if and that is that the Claude, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Claude. Check out Claude's channel there. If you like model railroads and doing railroad stuff, it's pretty awesome there.
It's also cool too, just with the color art. My little 2 cents is it's the community feel that makes it so great. That's what we love about cruising, is you meet such great people, and like for us, we've met with Richard and his wife, and we've been able to go, you know, 3 different cruises, and so it just creates this really cool community. And Color Club learning craps. I didn't start playing craps. Brian tried to teach me all the things, and I was like, this is crazy. I can't do this game. It's too much. And then we went to Casino Quest. We got to color up. Brian got his setup, and it's something that we've learned, and we're teaching a lot of our kids too, just because it's so much fun. So, you know, we love your guys' support and are so grateful.
All right. So channel membership
It
with
says
us.
for your custom ATS, you can call it big ships, little ships, and super ships.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
All right.
So Amber's getting ready to leave. I'm gonna
Yep.
roll out the midnight train to end this video.
Oh, how fun. But I really do have to go.
But
It's been a joy being with everyone.
So-
You guys are so great. I love reading all the comments and the encouragement to Brian. He works really hard on this, and so thanks for being in this and hanging out.
yeah, thanks Amber for allowing me to do this too, being
Love it.
my travel partner. And all right, so let's do this. Let's get some money together, and so we're just gonna get.
Oh, Dexter's thanks. He says I appreciate the honesty and the information. Super chat, $9.99.
Wow, thanks, man.
So
Thanks,
awesome.
Dexter. And that is Fate to Fate, right?
No, Dexter. Dexter is Dexter.
Oh, I thought you.
That's what was so funny. And
Oh, I
I
thought
said,
you
I think it was
said-
a joke, but then Claude said, "That's funny, Dexter." Unless I'm wrong, please correct me. But
Oh, okay.
Fate to Fate is not Dexter. They're two
Okay,
different
Fate to
people.
Fate. Thank
See,
you,
look,
Fate to Fate.
two different people. He can't see the screen, so he doesn't know what's happening.
All right, here we go. We got $300. All right.
Midnight Train.
Who was it? The AZ crap shooters? Are they still there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody said to level up your every time a hardway hits, take and pressure your hardway so that if it hits again, you know. So anyway, so here we go. This is the
All right,
way.
y'all have a good night. I'll see ya.
So here we go.
I'm taking this.
All right, Amber's taking her phone. I'll try to keep an eye up here on the.
I'll come back. I just may not be able to. That's all.
All right,
Okay, bye.
I'm gonna try to. What I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna try to.
Easy Crap. She says we love the pressure.
I'm gonna just do it right here. We're gonna do a $5 action on each of the hardways, and then we're also gonna do midnight. All right, so here we go, and this is the midnight train. Okay, so we're gonna see, and I'm gonna keep it right there in front of you. We're just gonna roll and see how many times, and see what happens. Here we go. So. 7. Amber, if she was here, she just closed the door, but she says, "Man, you roll so many 7s on your come outs." All right, there's $25 down. Here we go, back up. All right, here we go again. Oh my goodness, it's a 7. It's another $50 down. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Another 25. Here we go. 25. All right. Here we go. Can we get it? And it's a 6. All right. But look, it's a hard 6, folks. Yeah. All right. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Or $45, right? 10 for 1. All right. So now that we got those, what we're going to do is we lost this, right? So we're going to go back up with this. Then we're going to pressure the hard way. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's see. And I don't care about the point. The point is 6, but we're playing every roll, so I don't think it matters that much. All right, here we go. And oh my goodness, a hard 8. Pressure, pressure. All right, here we go. We got the hard 8. So again, same thing. We lose this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 9 or $45. All right. So we'll go back up. Let's get some pressure on that hard 8, and let's rack it. All right, you can see we have some pressure here. We're back already with those hard ways, even after those 7s. All right, there's a 6. It came easy. So we're going down here, down here. That's $15 gone. And here we go. Let's go back up just for 5 and 5. Here we go. That is the point, of course. There's another 6, and there's another $10. And some people would say, if you had your 6 out there, it would feed this. And so I would probably do that if I was, there's a 7. I'd probably do that if I was just straight, play, like having this either this has its own bankroll, like 300 on the side, and then you have another. So this is kind of like a strategy that you can use. Oh, 7 out. I should probably change the dice, but there's a 4. Easy 4. And here $10. And here we go. And there's a 9. That's only a $5 loss. and so the idea with these is midnight should come. There's another hard 8. Hard 8. So this comes down. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So the other way you could look at it or play it is, okay, put back the midnight. You got the hard 8. Let's do some pressure on the hard 8. And here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25, $30. We have $30 that we won off of that. That kind of replenishes chasing the midnight. But you could start putting it out there to cover, and if you had, if you were on a $10 table and you took, 12 and put it on the 8, you could probably be there for a little bit longer. There's a 3. So at least we're getting into the horn area, right? We got the horn number coming. Here we go. And there is a 10. Man, I saw that 6 and I thought for sure. All right, there's the 10. And so we're down there. And so we go back. That's $10 roll right there. And there's another hard 8. And it was pressured. Uh-oh. You said it. Who was that? AZ Crap Shooters? All right, we lost that $5. But it was pressured. We get $90 there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $90 on the pressure for the hard 8. Wow. Let's pressure it up 1 unit. All right, there we go. 1 unit again. And there's that. And let's see, we're up. Yeah, we're up. All right. So yeah, we're definitely up. All right, here we go. But we haven't hit a midnight yet. Oh, another hard 8. Back to back hard 8s. And we did some pressure with $15. That is, I would say that's probably like a, what do you call it? I would say that's a collection, man. So there's 150. And so 415, right? So let's go ahead. Let's pressure that to $20. Put $20. Let's go ahead and rack this 150 here. And the thing is, we usually only rack. Sorry, we lost that too. We usually only rack the midnight. But man, when you get a black chip in your payout, take it. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. And there is an 8. Easy 8. Easy 8. It came easy this time. All right. So that's down. This is down. Let's go back. 5 and 5. Here we go. And there is a 6. An easy 6. So that's a $10. Let's go back. Here we go. And let's roll. And it's a 7 out. 7 out. All right. So even right now, I mean, we're up over $100 here. Let's go back for 25, and we'll see what's happening. Midnight Train. So a lot of times what happens is, and the reason why we call it the Midnight Train is not just because we're going for the midnight, but once you start hitting it, you'll see all kinds of people start going on the midnight with you. So there's an 8, another easy 8. And so I guess that's a good way to think about it. If you get, there's a 9. If you get a black payout, if you're at the black level on a payout, just collect that. There's a 5, and so here we go. And there's another 9. I'm gonna just start going like that. Here we go. And there is a 10. All right. So there's 10 down. Oh, I said I was gonna return. All right. Here we go. There's a 5. All right. Here we go. And so there's a 7. 7 out. All right. If you do have, here's 25 again. If you do have a black on the payout, really in $300, you're looking for a black payout in every 100. So now that we're getting down to this 100, we're hoping for another black payout. I really like pressuring the. Let's get another set, another round, another set of dice here. So I really like pressuring it because it gives an opportunity, because we haven't hit a midnight yet. But you usually want to hit one midnight on every $100. But let's see if we can. There's a 3. There's a 3. It's a horn number, so that's good. Let's go back up with that. All right, here we go. And it's an 8, so that's a $10. So back up there. Here we go. And another 3. Another 3. There we go. And it is a 9. Here we go. What do we got? Like, 7 out. Man, 7 out. All right, here we go. We're just going to keep it going pretty fast here. All right. So, there we go. 7 out. And like I said, I'm just playing the 7s. I'm not really playing the puck on and off. So, there it is. Midnight happened. Tell Amber a come out roll was actually midnight instead of a 7. All right. So, midnight happened. So, right there. That's 150, right? 150 for 5. So there we go. And so there is that. So technically there's our 300. We got it. So we haven't even went through this, and we're up, we're definitely up. So there's a 6. That's a $10. Bam. All right, here we go. And there's a 9. That's a $5. Boom. Here we go. And there's another 9. Another 5, and here we go, and it's a 6. It's a $10. So boom, boom. Here we go. And oh man, I thought it was gonna be a hard 6, but there's a 5. Boom. And 7 out. All right. So this is where it's pretty fun, because you know that you're up. You've made it, and I do have to say I made it with that pressure on that 8. But you made your money back, so now you're just having fun. And the thing is, man, when this guy Midnight Murray was playing this, oh man, don't tell Amber that was a come out 7. I'm gonna just do 25 back. So the Midnight Murray, right? Midnight Murray. I've never seen so many midnights hit in a row, 3 times in a row. Every shooter at least hit midnight once during their roll. It was, oh man, it was epic. It was epic. And so there's a 4 that actually rolled. It was a 4. All right, so what's that? 2 units. And oh man, there's an 8, another 2 units. We're almost done here. I just tapped the dice. All right. And a 4, another 2 units. Here we go. And 9. Well, only 1 unit this time. We got 3 units left. And 5. We got 2 units left. And it's a 7 out. Wow. All right. That's where it would be. We have 7 out. Boom. and we'd probably tip the dealers, and we walk away with our $300. That's as simple as that. And $25 average bet. $25 average bet. So anyway, that was fun. And the thing is, really, if you wanted to, you could just keep it rotating. I was collecting these. We had 300. We could have just got them all in red, and just kept going. And you know, the only hard way we're not playing is the 2, and so interesting. You could do a $10, $10 high low, but wow, if you did a $10 high low and all the hard ways for 5 each, that would be $30. You'd probably want to have $500 for your bankroll if you did that, just to kind of break even. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. And thanks for watching. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for liking. And hey, did you know this? There's only like 20%, less than 20% of the people that watch are actually subscribed. I know you're subscribed, but if you haven't subscribed, it doesn't cost anything. Simply subscribe to the channel. Because like I said, it's less than 20%. That means 80% or more than 80% of the people that watch our channel are not subscribed. We'd have close to 10,000 subscribers if everybody subscribed. So if you would, that would be awesome. Share this also with someone that you think might like craps and cruising. And we hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya. Fate to fate.